gonna talk that good stuff today. Yeah. Okay. We're going to be talking about the power of turmeric. I don't know what happened here. This thing, oh my God. Things didn't change over here in my settings. Let me see if I can get this right, because this is not what I want. Ooh. So, wow. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Anyways. Okay. So, I sent out emails. How y'all doing? In 4 Sides of Life. Okay. I sent out emails to all my private email lists. Oh. Okay. Well, let me see. Team talking me about what's not working. Let me check on it. Let me see. I don't really see what we can do about that. So we'll just have to. They won't get no links, I guess, sent to them. Hit up the other moderator, and maybe they can help out you with the links if I have to send some to people. Okay, so I need you guys to get your pen and paper. We're gonna talk about some things you need to do, because I'm gonna give you some steps. I'm Herbalist Kareem, a natural healer for over 10 years. I'm in the actual naturopathic doctors program, almost finished. I'll be actually talking about I'm starting an actual credential trade school in the state of Arizona that will be online. Okay, I'll also be making sure that I have a directory done for natural healers, so they can make sure you guys can find where we are, so we can assist you guys, because the world's about to change real fast on y'all. Real fast, real quick, fast in a hurry. And you're going to want to know what to do to take care of you. Yeah, you will. Wow, the screen is really big. So to make sure that you know what you're doing, I want you to get on my email list, foresightslife.com, so you can get your information sent to you. Please press 1. I know we're kind of early, of those that got my email yesterday. I'm sending those out on Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on, telling you the truth. Okay, what I can't say on these social media platforms. I just need 1 or 2 people. That's it. Good looking, Roy. Appreciate it, Aries. Thank you, Sean. Good looking. I got some people that actually pay attention, because that right there is important. So if you want to get on my private list, go to foresightslife.com, opt into the email for free, and I send out truth information. Thank you, Gray. Thank you, Annie. Truth information on words that we cannot use on this platform, so you can help your loved ones and family members and be more informed. Okay. Also, early bird sale will be coming the end of this month. All right. This early bird sale, you'll be able to get my course for $1. The second person, $2. The third person, $3. The fourth person, $4, $5. The last person, I'm locking it down, the 350 people will get it for 40% off. They still get it for 40% off. But I want people to make sure they're part of that. Thank you, Carrie and Brent. I want you guys to be part of that if you're serious about taking care of your family members, loved ones, and starting a business. All right? Because I'm going to try to get myself an additional few more thousand of people to what is it called? To be natural healers in their home as well as outside of their home. Also, to make sure you understand this, it's over 10,000 people on this email list, but it's less than 20% that's active. So you definitely have a chance to get my course for less than $1. I mean, less than $2, $3, $5, and so on. So make sure I'm promoting it, so those that are serious about it, that's with Kareem, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays when I do my live streams, you'll know when I send the email blast out. It will not be talked about here when the blast is put out. I will send the blast out only to the email list. All right. I'm going to say this. Press 2 if you understand that. I mean, I will not be sending the blast out here. Not on Foresight Life, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, only to the email list. I want to make sure it's people. Thank you, Roy. Roy, at least I got me one person. So I got a few. It's a delay over here. People paying attention. Cool. All right. Get your pen and thank you, Regina, Carrie, and domestic. So get your pen and paper out. Okay. Because I want you individuals to know about something here. Because, I want you to understand something. Because this turmeric is, I'll have to talk in incognito. All right. Thank you, Debbie, Aries, Cynthia, Annie. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk in incognito. I sent you an email to receive it, but I haven't got anything yet. Shay, moderator, make sure you get her information so we can go from there. I need to be on the email list. Yes, you do. The email list. Go to foresightlife.com and just opt in. That's it. Okay, that way you'll be able to stay informed of information I'm sending you Tuesdays and Thursdays. Plus, when I send out that blast, the end of this month. So, anyways, I'll talk about that later on because it's people kind of roll in at the end, and I'll say it again. But I want you guys to pull out your notes. Those that are here now, we're going to talk about turmeric. All right, turmeric is one of the subjects that a lot of subjects that they gatekeep in this country. They do not want you individuals knowing how to take care of you. That's just real talk. You have to understand. I know it's hard to believe, but some of y'all know in your private moments and times that you know this you live in a systematic machine that capitalizes off of you and I to make sure that we can keep their machine going. All right. So we've gotten away from the days and the times of taking care of yourself, your body. Okay, you don't grow food no more. You have to go online and be taught how to grow something from a tree, how to grow something from the ground. You don't know how to do what your family members, your great-great-grandparents did. We'll just go great-grandparents. We ain't got to say great-grandparents did when they would go out into the field or go into the forest, and they would know what tree and bark and leaf and vegetables to use to help you heal your body. They didn't have a lot of, contrary to everybody believe, there was not a good solid 90 to 100 years ago. There was not a lot of doctors running around. Okay. They called them folk herbalists and folk medicine and the community healer. And they would feed this individual like myself that come around with what they could afford if they needed to have a baby, okay? They would give them some flour, or they would give them some eggs, or they would give them some chickens and some meat. They would give them anything that they would have that they have harvested to make sure they could take care of the individual to help their child or their loved one that was sick or going through it. They lived off the land. You may not remember. I'm just going to help you remember a little bit that you came a long way from the silent generation. Believe it, they remember. You don't remember. You came a long way from the baby boomers. That's after the silent generation. They remember a little bit of that, and some of your baby boomers are still alive. But then that Generation X, which is myself, we've been and under millenniums and X's and Z's. We don't remember. We don't remember how to take care of ourselves. We don't know how to eat right to make it to 90. That was the average lifespan. Your great-grandfather, your actual grandfather. If you remember, press 3 in the comments below. If your grandfather and you're on your mom and dad's side, and your grandmother, they lived to their 90s plus years old. That was the average lifespan. 92, 94. Look it up. Oh, yeah, we remember, Roy. I had both my grandfathers live to the 90s. Yeah. So it's not unheard of. Look, somebody got 105. But now all of a sudden, the new lifespan is average mid-70s. Ooh, it's almost 20 years chopped off. Could it be you eating their food? Could it be you letting massa raise you? Have you heard the word, who raised you? Somebody said my grandmother lived to 102. Somebody, what, 117 and 98, 117? Wow. Wow. But now you got your parents, our parents. They leaving here in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and they might make it to 80. Congratulations to my mom. She made it to 80 already this year. I'm just holding on to what I have. But I'm just saying it's not written in the stars. And you assuming you're going to be around. Yeah, you assuming you're going to be. It said their grandmother lived to 108. So don't get comfortable thinking you're going to make it there. You eating a lot of boxed food. But I don't want to beat you up today because I told you that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia on Friday. I'm still going to show up to do my live stream to teach you. We're going to talk about osteoporosis again, a second video, and talk about the knees and joints and menopause. A lot of people don't really understand and get it with the emails. So I want to give a second information on that on Friday. But today is turmeric. So since you forgot, I want to give you something that you can use every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Unless I got something seriously going on, I'm going to teach. I just need you to learn. Okay? I'm going to teach. I just need you to learn and be the little healers and don't gatekeep and tell everybody else. Run, tell that, because we're going to learn today. Okay? So let me show you something. Turmeric is one of them beasts, one of them kept secrets. They call it the golden truth. The golden, they even got some named golden milk. I'm going to show you how to make this today. So I just want you to have your pen and paper out. But let me read some things to you. Okay. So I appreciate, as long as I got myself at least 10, 15 people in here, I'm good. I really am. You know what I'm saying? So let me read this to you. Let me read so you can understand what happens when you eat masses food. Because he'd like to feed you. He got us far and far away from Mother Nature. You don't know how to do like Grandma and Grandpa do. You ain't got no green thumb. Some of y'all got a green thumb up in there, but you don't even know how to plant a seed. My son took a pepper that somebody gave in a flower pot for his mama's birthday, put that bad boy on a napkin to dry it out, and was going to take the pepper and put it in a pot after he get his pot to grow some peppers. He didn't know that bad boy wasn't no regular pepper that you just get in the store. It was orange. That one, I forgot the name of it, but that one, he touched his eyes. He just touched the top of it. He touched his eyes and his face after getting it ready to prepare, putting it in the top of in the ledge of the window so he can let it dry out and get the seeds. And he did some TikToking to find out how he could grow himself some pepper. But he didn't research what type of pepper it was. You got to research. You got to research. Touched his face and his eyes. Face damn near swell up. Yeah. I said, look at you, man. Look at you. Get it together, man. But anyways, that's beside the point. Let me say something with you. Hold on. Okay. Now, I want you to understand. When you're eating this box food in the stores, at the foods in the stores, I'm not telling you not to eat it. Okay, I eat it. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. But there's things that you're supposed to do to protect yourself. So when you eat this type of food, you don't need to write them down. I just want to educate you a little bit right now real quick. Okay, when you're eating the junk food, processed food, actually the candies and cookies and the drinks and whatnot, and you're having the trans fats, and those trans fats are the wrong fats, the fabricated fats, okay? And then also the oils that you cook with turn into trans fats, okay? And you're cooking with refined sugars, your body will get inflammation. Heavily inflammation. And it says it right here. I wanted to put something down here, read a little bit of something. When you throw paper in the trash and you put a lighter and fluid into the fire pit, it burns uncomfortably. Okay. That's why junk food, processed food, fried fruits, and trans fat and refried sugars is like fire to the body. Let me say it one more time. Just because you don't know, it's like fire to the body, aka inflammation to the body. The body don't like it in your joints. It don't like it in your arteries. It don't like it in the cells, the 7 cells alive in your body, the trillions of cells you got in your body. It don't like it in the organs. It don't like it on top of the organs. It does not like all this type of food. So it does its job to try its best to help you. Okay? But if you ain't giving your body no help, how you is going to help you? I hope you caught it. All right? So this is the difference. Let me actually break some things down here, some case studies, the ones that I can share here, because I can't share a lot. Okay, I got to be careful what I share. So if you're on the email list, you'll get all the information. I email it to you. Those already got it sent to them in my email list. But in India, let me show you what they found in India when they did themselves a trial in India. Okay, they found that the knee arthritis, if you use turmeric, is very bioavailable. That means the body will accept it and receive it and absorb it. That's what it means. Turmeric extract found meaningful reduction in pain in the joints and the knees of stiffness after using turmeric for several weeks. That's India. They studied that with hundreds of people. Japan. What they say about Japan. Japan, the famous name they have, thorough humor, all right, had a trial for 18 months. All of older people, anybody of age of, adults, but really older people, that mid-50s and up. It helped heavily with their memory, their brain, their mood, and also their joints and their knees. Joints and their knees. Wow. Another trial done by China. Wow. I just want to make sure that you hear information that nobody likes to tell you. Wow. Chinese researchers often tested turmeric. They often like to test turmeric. Why? They found that the curcumin that's in turmeric affects the liver, inflammation in the body. Because Dr. Sabi broke it down to you and told you when you eat acid food and mucus foods, it turns into inflammation in your body. Then you're going to come down with some type of itis, arthritis, tendinitis, processitis, all kinds of itises. They got names for you to make sure you know you're going to come down with an inflammation, irritation, and it could turn into a disease. He already broke it down to you. But China did the breakdown of how it helps the liver, inflammation, and metabolic disorder. Ooh, what is metabolic disorder? And it reduces liver enzymes, it reduces fatty livers, it reduces issues all throughout the body. China said they test this all the time. But what is metabolic disorder? Let me read it for you because I wanted to make sure I had it for you to read. Metabolic syndrome is clusters conditions that increases the risk of developing heart disease, strokes, type 2 diabetes. Oh, that's from the junk food. Okay, that's from the box food. That's from not eating from Mother Nature as close as possible. So that's what a metabolic, coming down with some kind of cardiovascular disease, heart disease, AKA. Okay, now the last one is United States. You mean they studied in United States? Oh, yes, they did. In United States, multiple trials were done, combined turmeric with the lifestyle measured that diet and exercise with turmeric. Why didn't they tell us? I know there are 3 alphabets. They always don't like sharing everything unless they want to. Shown that curcumin, aka turmeric, can reduce joint pain once again, lower the inflammation in your body, moderate improvement of your blood lipids, and your glucose level. The sugar. Yes, and also what? Help out with your metabolic syndrome, aka your heart, and what? Having strokes, and what? Type 2 diabetes. You mean turmeric can do all that? Now, the ones that I sent to individuals, they even use the C word, C-U-R-E. They use that word, how it can change your body. Okay? So I can't really say it here because they hate us saying anything that from Mother Nature besides a pharmaceutical pill that is temporary, that can help you majorly. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. But look, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Okay, look. Now I want you to pull out some pen and paper. Okay, because we already damn near 30 minutes in. Okay? I want you to make sure you do these 6 steps, and I'm going to show you how you can properly take it. Because at the end of the day, I'm a natural healer. I'm a herbologist. And I want to make sure you know, before I get my PhD, you know how to take care of yourself. This ain't no gatekeeping in here. And I don't want you gatekeeping either. I want you to share with any loved ones, family members, and church members, whoever you know, because sometimes people call you up asking you, I got this going on. I don't know what to do. I'm going to actually give you enough. Matter of fact, let me tell you right now. You write this down. If anybody call you up talking about they going through some drama, I think I said this on Monday, and they have a lot of mucus buildup, vitamin C will dry it out. We ain't got to take it forever, but vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, you can get that on Amazon. 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Stop, just look at the reviews and pick the one you like. 1,000 milligrams. I ain't making no claim, but by the way, let me say this. I'm not a doctor yet. I'm just a natural healer. This is not to replace medical advice. Okay? Seek medical advice from your practitioner. Okay? This is just for entertainment purposes. They even got laws in this country that you can't even help people. You better put the disclaimer out there. So allegedly, these things help you. Wow, it's crazy. So anyways, vitamin C, 1,000. Myself, if I come down with anything when winter comes, I always like to use an immune booster. We're going to talk about that next week. But it's things that you use during the winter. But when you got that ridiculous mucus overload, you got to get up at night and you got to blow your nose. I ain't going to go into details. We ain't talking about that one. But this will help the mucus from coming out all night long. You just blowing your nose all night. You can't get no sleep. Vitamin C will dry it up throughout the night and you can deal with it in the morning. So I have people take, I suggest my family members and myself, we take about 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C at night and 2,000 milligrams through midday. Okay? Kind of keep that dried up and get that out of there for about 3-4 days and you should be all right. All right. If it's a child, I'm not talking about anybody that's under 5-6 years old. If they above 6+ years old, now you got to go off weight. You have to break that bad boy in half and give them 1. So if it's 1,000, you break it in half and give it just half of 1 to help them get through the night. There's things you need to do. Things you need to do. I want to make sure you understand, man, this is not medical advice. These are just remedies that people use that people don't really tell you and you don't really know. And us natural healers and doctors that we talk about on the side soon, when I'm done with this doctor's program, I won't even tell you the doctors that give me all the game. I can't. They try to stay natural as possible. And I noticed that any doctor that's over, most of them that's over 60 years old, they want to make it to heaven. So they tell the truth. Did you catch it? They want to do right. For some reason, they know that all this stuff that's been going on, what they're doing, ain't really reality and real. What's that about? So I've noticed just looking at the ages groups, anybody over 60 that's a doctor in my peer group, they telling, I got a whole bunch of stuff you can do to help your body out. Yeah. And they got to know that you ain't no rat, AKA snitch, AKA somebody that's going to tell on them. So they won't tell you. And you could be someone that go to their church, their family, their loved one. They think you're going to mess them up and they lose their license. They can't take a chance. They still got to feed their family. So they can't tell you about things that help reverse your body. Oh, good Lord. Uh-oh. They gave me a violation warning right here on TikTok. Uh-oh. What did I say? I don't even know. Let me back up. Maybe I said the D word too much. Maybe I said R word. We're going to back up. Slow it down. So TikTok is tripping. So anyways, let's get to these notes right here I want you guys to take right here. We good, moderator? Send me a thumb or a text. Let me know you're still alive and you out there and you're with me. All right? Man, what is this TikTok slowing me down, man? A warning. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Can't be talking about the children. Get in trouble for that. My bad. Won't be happening again. We'll leave them alone. All right. So we'll get to this note here right here. Oh, good Lord, man. So, number one, I want you to do this to clean your actually body before you even thinking about using turmeric. I want you to make sure you focus on, write this down, number one. All right, write this down, number one. I want you to make sure you try to reduce or eliminate. Reduce meaning you ain't got to cut it all out because I know y'all heavily addicted, but I want you to reduce. At least start there. You want to reduce refined carbs that causes inflammation in your body, processed foods, fast foods, deep fried oils, aka trans fat. So the oils that I like to use personally is avocado oil because it can withstand heavy heat and I like the taste. And also olive oil when I'm sauteing or if I'm just going to kind of like take a shot of olive oil because it's good for the body. Research. So, but I don't really cook heavy with olive oil because it go rancid on you as well. So olive oil is the one you want to actually cook with. Now, the other ones, they gonna tear up your body. Crisco oil, vegetable oil. These gonna tag you up, okay? You just got a canola oil. Them bad boys right there, the body don't like them. Okay, just kind of letting you understand the difference. But what do I do if I want to fry some food, some chicken? You got to start getting used to, because I know you want to submerge that oil inside and fry it and whatnot and let it absorb it. But you kind of like a half a teaspoon to tear up or hurt your arteries and cause inflammation in your body. Just so you know, a half a teaspoon of the wrong oil will cause inflammation in the body. Ooh, fire. So you got to start getting used to baking. Use the oven and bake. You got to start getting used to the air fryer. Okay? You got to get used to it. You got to. Because oil ain't your friend. At least not them fake ones. All right? So press 2 if you with me and you understand that so I can move to the next one. I'll wait. TikTok usually a little fatter. At least we still on. They ain't really cut me off yet. Gave me a warning. Okay, 2. So we good. We good. Man, these social media platforms, it's crazy. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm still live on YouTube. Facebook got a little mad and whatnot, but we still on there as well. All right. Now that you know that, number 2, you want to add anti-inflammation foods. You want to add inflammatory foods. That means foods that won't set your body on fire, irritate your body. And what foods would that be? Load up on colorful vegetables. I know you don't like them, but you know they like you. You know they like your body. Colorful vegetables. Leafy greens like kale, sea moss, okay, asparagus, broccoli. the colorful, what is called berries. Ooh, berries, love it. My favorite berry is blackberries. Ooh, I like me some blackberries with that zero whipped cream in the bowl. Throw some berries in there. I could go to town. They are full of antioxidants. The body loves it. The body loves it. That's the difference between a lot of people out there. They'll eat crazy food and go to functions and parties, but they won't drain or flush the system. They won't put nothing in there that will fight back. The other things too is it does say fatty fish, but it also says nuts and seeds. But if you eat the wrong cheap nuts, cause inflammation in your body. Some of y'all are allergic to nuts and don't even know it. It's really they nuts, because the way they store these nuts, they'll be sitting on the shelves in their factory for years with an S, and then they'll sell it to you. Okay. So you just got to be, it's a reason why they'll have some cashews right next to a whole line of cashews in the store, and one to be cheap, and another one will be cheaper, and the one to be semi-cheap, and the other ones on the shelf will be very expensive. That means they're coming from a quality source. You got to start using TikTok and YouTube and TikTok and Google and ChatGPT. You want to start researching. TikTok is right now still free. You want to Google to find out what things are trusted that I can add into my body. This is the society we live in today. You have to make sure what you put on your shelf and your pantry and your refrigerator is from a trusted source. Anyways, all right, press 4 if I can go to the next step. All right, because a lot of y'all, the reason why you got to add vegetables in your body because it's fiber. If you want to make sure you do number 2 and defecate, you got to add fiber to your body. All right, that's this. And if you want to cheat, get some Metamucil. Go to Walmart and get that Metamucil and just put a cup. It tastes nasty. Throw it in there and drink it down. Okay, it'll help you go. It'll keep you, like my daddy said, it'll keep you regular. Or you can, okay. All right, number 4. I got some 4s in here. The golden milk. Don't write this down. We're going to come back to this one because I'm going to show you how to put it together. You want to add golden milk as part of your weekly regimen, not every day, your weekly regimen, and actually helping, because this golden milk will cool the fire in your body. So it takes time for inflammation to build up. You'll start feeling in your joints, your knees, your hips. You won't be able to squat like you used to. You won't be able to sit down and get up like you used to. You won't be able to get out the bed like you used to and raise up. This is inflammation letting you know you ain't been stretching and you got inflammation, you got stiffness. All right? Okay, so we're going to come back to that because I'm going to show you how to make the golden milk. All right, number 4. All right, number 4. You want to pair turmeric with enhancers that help absorb in the body. All right. One good one that's a powerful one is black pepper. So turmeric with black pepper, or turmeric with coconut oil, or turmeric with a healthy fat like olive oil is a beast. Or turmeric with the warm liquid. It will absorb, bioavailable. The body will say, thank you, I can receive it. I'll receive it. All right. Now, I don't want to be moving too fast. Press 6 if you're with me still. Let me make sure I look at my screen. Press 6 if you're still with me, because somebody said, what was number 3? Number 3 was the golden milk, and we're going to go back to it. I'm going to show you how to make that one. All right. And I want you to use it. We'll go back over that one in a minute. Mrs. What is it called? Let me see what her name is. Make sure I got it right. Number 3. Oh, that thing be moving fast. I can't see you, but you know who you are. Yeah, Aries. Number 3. We're going to go back to that one. So, good. I need that. So, I'll make sure I'm not moving too fast. So, number 6, I got that. All right. Now that you know that you can pair certain things with turmeric, black pepper, we're moving to the next one. Healthy fats, coconut oil, olive oil, and warm liquid. All right. Not coconut milk, coconut oil. All right. So, number 5. Gentle movements and breath work. Some of y'all don't like praying, or you won't meditate. You see, I said or. You don't pray or meditate. Do you know it's called, when they pray, they say they do deep supplication. You're praying and you're breathing at the same time. You don't have to get on your knees. You don't have to get on the closet. You don't have to go into separate. You just need to slow down in your car somewhere and take a moment, about 2 to 5 minutes, and do some praying or meditation. Either or, you have to take some time for yourself to breathe, and put some intentions to the Creator that's attached to you, the God in you that's attached to the God outside of you. How you going to do it if you don't meditate or pray? All right. But movement, that's with number 5. Walking at least, look, this is crazy. Walking at least 10 to 15 minutes. I know it's hard. You're working an 8, 9, 10-hour shift, and you can't find 10 minutes to 15 minutes to walk. Get yourself a treadmill. Get a cheap one, man. Invest in yourself. Put that in some room, bedroom, any room you can, and just do it. If you can't go outside and you ain't got 10 minutes at your job, you ain't got 10, 15 minutes at home, you ain't got 10, 15 minutes around the job, you ain't got a gym membership, you got to get a treadmill. Do that. Walk in place. You don't need a treadmill. If you don't want to spend no money, put stopwatch on your phone, because all these cell phones y'all got, you got stopwatch on it. So you have no excuse. Walk in place. You know there's a such thing as walking in place, right? You can walk in place for 10 to 15 minutes. Your body needs it. Why? Because when you do this with meditation or prayer or walking, it reduces inflammation over 60%. I'll let that sink in for a minute. It reduces inflammation in the body over 60%. Sometimes I might be moving. My queen knows this. I'll be just walking, and sometimes I'll come in the bedroom. I'll stop and I'll do 10 squats. Sometimes I'll walk and coming into the building here, I'll stop and I'll do 10 squats. Sometimes I'm about ready to send me out a link or a video out to my private group that's on my email list that they opt in at foursideslife.com. I'll stop and I'll do 10 squats. You don't have to really just do it in sets and do the robotic way that everybody always telling you, hey, just finish it till you, hey, just when you can, get it done. Your joints and your body will love you for it. All right. Last and but least, you too stressed to be blessed. So since you so stressed, you're going to have to sleep. The body likes to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So stop trying to get so caught up on some of these social media ones that you watch until midnight, knowing you got to get up and go to work at 4 and 5 a.m. in the morning. Your body needs 7 to 8 hours. That's number 6 of rest to be in synchronized and rhythm. Because what does it do? When you rest for 7+ hours, the body repairs any damage done by you from the inflammation you put in your body. That's its repair time. And you might want to start implementing that 10-hour and 12-hour intermittent fasting. That means when you go to bed at 8, you don't eat till 8 in the morning. That's 12 hours. You go to bed at 6, or you stop eating, or you ain't got to go to bed. Stop eating after 8. You're eating at 8 in the morning, that's 12 hours. Or you can stop eating at 7. Eat again at 8 in the morning, that's 13 hours. Stop eating at 6 o'clock. That's my cutoff. Mine is around 6 to 7. Stop eating and then don't eat. And I like to eat my first meal, depending on how I feel, around 11 or 12 noon. But I'm going to have some tea. Might even have coffee. But I'm not really a heavy coffee drinker, but I like me some green tea because there's power in green tea that they don't want to tell you. There's clinical trials with green tea that they don't want to tell you. There's actual clinical heavy trials with what we talk about now with turmeric. So let me get to this right here, because we right now on 40 minutes. I want you to press 7 if you're with me still, and I want to show you how to make the golden milk. You see, they've been gatekeeping out there on stuff that they have done in clinical trials, and some good folks out there has shown people how to make things, but they ain't shared it with you. You know, they ain't shared it with you. Yeah, there we go. We got some people that hit 70 ready to go. There go my YouTube people. So yes, make sure you have your pen and paper out. So I got me at least 10 plus people. I'm ready to go. So look, this is how I'm gonna show you how to actually prepare it, and I'm gonna show you how many times you're supposed to take it. Remember, I'm not a medical doctor. This is just old folk stuff, you know, old herbologists and natural healers. We don't know nothing. Okay, we what do we know? Anyways, okay, here's what you do. 1 cup of milk. Hold on. Write it down. What type of milk? I know some of y'all are dairy drinkers, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that if you of the minority group, not the majority group, that milk don't do well for you. The one in the store. That's that preserve they put in there, it don't do well for anybody of color. That's just facts. And Dr. Sabi and Layla Africa and Huda Ma'arad and a fool already broke it down in Kareem that stand on their shoulders. I already broke it down to you that actually creates more inflammation in your body. So we don't want to work backwards. So if you are a part of the minority group and you're not of the actual African American or brown or Asian and you're European, you can use that dairy milk in the store. I'm not a gatekeeper. I have Europeans call me and email me too. It's straight. I'm not hating like that. You can use that, but I want to make sure you guys understand me. So press 3 if you understand the difference. Because some of y'all just fight it anyway because you think you the same because they got eyes, you got eyes, and you got skin, they got skin, you got a nose, they got a nose, you got ears. No, stop it. There's a lot of different cats out there. Panthers, lions, you know, snow lions, leopards. They different. They different. So stop acting like your actual regimen of food is here. It's not. Thank you. Pressing 3. So I want you to use a plant-based milk. You can use whatever you like. Oat milk, but you want to use the right one because if it's full of carbohydrates, you're in trouble. Coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk. If you got a nut allergy, you might have issues with almond milk. So be careful. All right. Me, myself, I don't like almond milk. It's too thick. I'll use rice milk. That's my go-to. Or I'll use coconut milk. Those two is the ones I like. You use what you like. Make sure it's a plant-based milk. Because it really ain't milk. It's from a plant. Okay. So anyways, now we got that down pat. 1 cup. All right. This is how you make the golden milk. Half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon. A half a teaspoon, that's TSP, not tablespoon. Half a teaspoon to 1 full teaspoon of turmeric. Added to that 1 cup of plant-based milk or dairy milk if you're European. However your choice is. All right. Some of y'all don't have issues with milk and you're the brown and you just can rock it. Do your thing. All right. Now you want to add yourself a pinch. I hope you know what a pinch is. A pinch of black pepper. Why? Because black pepper is a beast when it comes to absorbing in the body. Black pepper with any herb will help it deliver where it needs to go. Ooh, that's crazy. A lot of people don't know that as natural healers. We know it. You know, they supposed to know that black pepper added to any herb, be careful now, will enhance it damn near 10 times. They did a clinical study that black pepper with turmeric, 2,000% enhances it. All right. So a pinch is all you need. And I would say, I want you to think now, make sure you purchase that black pepper that's already, what is it called? That has in corn, you can grind. That is the real black pepper. Or if you go and purchase the one that's already grind it up in a powder, make sure it's coming from an organic source instead of the ones that are already, cheap source that might say great value. My bad. My bad. I'm clouded. It might be cheap and it might not do the job. Make sure I like to use 2 little crushers and you're done. All right. A small piece. This is optional. We ain't using that. That's it. That's the recipe. But you can add after it's done. You can add yourself some maple syrup or honey. So the ingredients are 1 cup of plant-based milk, half a teaspoon to a whole half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, all right? And then you can add yourself honey or maple syrup to the taste. Now, here's how you prepare it. Press 2 if you're with me still. I'm going to show you how you prepare it because some of y'all just going to, just do it and you're not going to, you know what I mean? You're not going to do it right. I want to make sure you understand the golden milk. The golden milk. All right? Where we at? Okay, good. So, and individuals that if y'all want to use instead of maple syrup or you don't want to use, because a lot of honey is bastardized, you can use, they're kind of sweet though. So you got to keep in mind, I myself, I don't really, because I have issues with too much sugar. It take me over the hook and I'll be wanting to have all kinds of sweets. So my favorite that I like to use for added sweetness is allulose sweetener or monk fruit sweetener or stevia sweetener. Those are the 3s that I like to use. I know it's kind of a little bit expensive, but these will not spike your insulin. This will not disturb your pancreas. This will not disturb your body. So I've graduated myself past honey and maple syrup. I'm using one of those 3. Sometimes I'll use a combination of allulose and monk fruit because stevia, I don't like the aftertaste. To each his own. All right. Now here's how you prepare it. You take some warm, you want to warm up your plant-based milk or if you're going to go all in, your milk. All right. You want to warm it up in a small pot, just 1 cup. And if you're making for 2 people, 2 cups. All right. You already know what a cup is. This is 12 ounces. So a cup be right here. All right. You warm it up in a pot. You add the turmeric that I told you. You add your pepper that I told you. Okay. Simple as that. Some people will add other spices. That's on you. You can. It's no rocket science to this. I'm telling you the core of what people use. Turmeric and pepper. You add it to it and you actually let it simmer for 5 minutes. I didn't say cook it. You ain't trying to cook the spices and kill off all its nutrients. You don't want to put it on blaze. We're not making coffee. We're not making hot tea. All right. You just want to let it warm and simmer. All right. Once it gets warm and simmer and warm to the touch, just enough for the black pepper and the turmeric to kind of, and the actual whatever plant-based milk you use to marry and merge with each other. You're trying to infuse it, what we call it in natural healing. You're making an infusion. All right. Once that's done, that's it. Pour it in a cup. You got somebody else you made something for? Give it to them. You just gave them a blessing. You sip it slowly till it's gone. You can add, once you pour it in there, that's when you add your sweetener to the taste. Maple syrup, what is it called? Honey, or the ones I like to use, monk fruit, stevia, or actually allulose. That's it. It ain't heavy rocket science, but some people would take it a little further. They'll add ginger spice. Some people add a little bit of garlic in there. Some people add themselves a half, like a 1/4 of a teaspoon of olive oil. Ooh, for real? Yeah. Olive oil is heavy reducer when it comes to inflammation. So I know a partner of mine that every day he takes a shot of olive oil, pours that bad boy in a shot, a half a shot of them. When y'all having your alcohol shots, boom, he'll take half of that and boom, hit it back. Because he's trying to get actually some omega in his body, fatty oils in his body, and he's also trying to reduce inflammation in his body. That's just his method, okay? And it does work. Look it up for yourself. But I wanted to make sure you guys had that information here. But like I said, those of you that want to be up, press 7 if you understood that recipe and you got it. I don't want to be moving too fast on you guys because we're about to close out. About to let you go. Press 7 if you got it. And if you guys don't be shy, go ahead. If you need me to go over it, I will. Agave is a good sweetener, Clinton. You can use agave. You just use it sparingly because you want to make sure you get agave from a good source. Somebody be they trying to cheat their agave like they cheat on the honey now. So just be careful where you get it from. Okay. Yes, I'm glad you got that, Shanice, that allulose today. That's a beast. That is my favorite. Okay, so everybody 777. So everybody got it. All right. So last but least, right here, I was going somewhere. Okay, opt into foursightslife.com. Opt into foursightslife.com to be on the email list, and I won't be getting warnings and strikes like I got right here. All right, I can tell you the truth. I send those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, and also my herbalist course will be going out. It will be going out as an early bird sale at the end of this month. I'm just telling you guys, only for the email list, people. So be on the email list if you want to be the first ones to get it. Only 350 people can get it. It's over 10,000 people on the email list, but only 20% of people are active. So you got a shot. So the first person $1, second person $2, and you get it goes up from there. The last person still get it 40% off for $350. So just be on the email list to get that. And also trusted links, please, team. Send them. We carry turmeric. We do. And it's a turmeric extract. I also want you, my team, my members, to put in the link of which one they can get on Amazon. Or they also carry the one I think I sent you. They carry it in Walmart. So go to Amazon and you can order the one that my team puts in the link. I don't think Facebook, they'll allow us to. The chat is not working right now, okay, because I said something about children. So they blocked me. But yeah, just make sure you add that link so they can know a good turmeric source they can get. And it's not really that serious. You can just you can use half a teaspoon, or you can use myself. I'll take 2 capsules and just put it in the 1 cup of milk, plant-based milk, and go from there. Okay, it's not, don't make it too heavy on yourself and overthink it. I don't want you overthinking things. A lot of people do that. So I want to share something with you that I received. Yeah, I want to share something to you that I received. So before I let you roll out of here, because a lot of people, they can't keep y'all too long, y'all be bounced. So here's what somebody actually shared with me the other day. I got to find what they shared. Where is it at? Here we go. Here we go. This was actually a sister. She sent this to me. She let me know, hey, Foresight's Life community, I've been dealing with joint pain for 15 years. So this kind of promoted me to want to do this video. Could barely climb up the stairs. And I told her through an email, start small. Just add yourself some turmeric, and you can make this turmeric tea 3 times a week. Make sure I mention this before I let y'all go. Turmeric 3 times a week, and put a little bit of pepper and olive oil in it. Okay, because I knew olive oil is a beast. I wanted to put 2 inflammation reducers, enhancers: pepper, black pepper, and olive oil. Okay, fatty. And I told her the recipe that I just gave y'all, and she took it for 6 weeks, and she said, sent me a message, said, Brother Kareem, I'm walking again without pain pills. That's a magic. And I responded to her and said, that's the magic of being consistent with Mother Nature. Because Mother Nature is definitely your gift to healthy living. I wanted to make sure I share that with y'all so y'all can understand. And by the way, if you're using the golden milk, make sure you're paying attention to me. Press 8 if you're still with me because some of y'all just took the recipe and you bounced and you left. That's what happens when you leave too soon. I left one thing out that I need you to get. Okay, be bouncing. Don't run too fast. Let me see if I got some ace right here. Okay, good. Some people stay. Somebody's trucker type H instead of 8. You being funny. So, anyways, do this for about, if you're gonna do it every day, because it's not necessary. If you're gonna do it every day, don't do it no more than 7 to 10 days. You can stop between then. It's very strong. You don't need to go overboard. I said 7 to 10 days and then back off for 2 weeks. It's not that serious to be going that far, okay? You don't have to. The golden milk is strong. But if you take a supplement, like I said, let me make sure I stay with you, because some of y'all ain't gonna catch me. 7 to 10 days with the golden milk. That's all that's necessary if you do it straight. If you decide to have it 2 to 3 times a week, you can go a whole 30 days. 7 to 10 days straight, if you want to do it that way, because you feel like you're full of inflammation and you ain't really, and you have an issue with joint pain, a whole bunch of stuff, you can do it for 7 to 10 days straight with consistency. Those individuals that are not dealing with a lot of that, you can kind of like deal with this 2 to 3 times a week. You could do that for 30 days. But after that, back off for about 2 weeks to a month. It's not necessary. The turmeric, the golden milk is very, very strong. Press 9 if you understand that. Now, if you're taking a supplement, you could take a supplement 2 to 3 times a week, just regular for the rest of your life. And that's what we showed you from foresizelife.com, as well as you can get one on Amazon. You can just take these bad boys 2 to 3 times a week for the rest of your life. Some people take a supplement every day. Thank you for pressing 9. You understood. So a supplement you could take daily, 2 to 3 times a week for the rest of your life, and you'll be all right. But the golden milk is strong, especially when you add black pepper, especially when you decide to add olive oil to it. It's a strong inflammation reducer. So I'm just trying to make sure you be careful of that. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen. It ain't like you gonna, but you might start having issues with diarrhea. Okay. You might start you might start having a little bit of, wooziness. You might get nauseous. Just be careful. Ease into it. That's why I said half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. Take your time. Turmeric is very, very beasty. And when you add black pepper, a pinch to it, studies is already out there. On that note, you guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have yourself a good one. And like I said, you individuals that didn't catch this all the way, go back and rewatch it. I put all the steps in there, and you can follow along and catch the next. Until then, I'll catch you guys. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia on Friday. So I'll be teaching that live stream, and we'll be talking about, you might not want to stick around from that one. We'll be just talking about how to make sure you do use the eggshells effectively and deal with when you're dealing with menopause and joint pain and hot flashes, because they won't really share with you what's absorbable in your body. I don't know why. Our government, I know why, but I'm going to just say I don't know why. I don't know why our government won't want to share a lot of private information with you, but you're welcome, Brian. Prayers matters. Oh, wow. Okay. Y'all, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for taking notes. I'm going to let y'all have your rest of your Wednesday back. Y'all enjoy your hump day, because you got to get back in there in the fire and stay focused, stay prayed up, stay blessed. Don't be stressed. Okay. Just start adding some of these things to your life, and don't be a gatekeeper. Each one teach one. On that note, salute. Y'all take care. Peace. Peace, TikTok.